What's up, guys? Welcome back to another daily recap video. Today was really good day for getting chopped out. Of course, I didn't. I tried to avoid it. I missed a lot of good opportunities, and then I tried to force trades after or a little bit late in the session. I do have recordings to show you. But I want to kind of go over what was my bias for the day. So coming into the day, I marked this sell side liquidity that we left on the 12th of this month, which is basically yesterday. We dipped and it was like an obvious sell side liquidity for me. And on the one, the bigger time frame, like 4 hours, I'm of course bullish to these equal highs and these stacked consolidation up here. So market open at 8:30 my time. So because I'm an hour behind, and I saw this playing in front of my eyes and I did not make any action on it. And the reason why is because same time the day before, right here, right? Where's 8:30 my time? 8:30 was right here, right? And we got inversion right after market open. I took the trade. It was something like that, and it dipped because the price is horrible. It's delivering really bad way, in a really bad way, and I hated it. And we also had news at 10 a.m. New York time or 9 my time, and we kind of wicked both ways, and the price is horrible. No heavy news driver, and I did not trust this setup. We had a lot of good low resistance liquidity run stacked up here and some equal highs, and if you look closely you'll find a lot of good stuff here. So this was honestly the best trade looking hindsight, right? And you can take it to maybe the highest point here, and that would be $47.50 price action, which is really amazing. Also, the risk would be like $17.25, so it's not that big of a deal. I try to respect my rules, and I try to improve of the mistakes that I have done yesterday, so I avoided this trade setup, right? And then I waited for news wicked both ways, and I did not like it because we wicked both ways. And in my mind, looking at the news, I was like, this is gonna be a consolidation day, and we're gonna keep consolidating between the high and the low of this range, of this candle range, and we're not gonna get anything. I was a bit wrong. That's fine, totally fine. We opened, we get a sweep of this wick high, and then we go to the bottom. And on M&Q, it did not hit, but it hit on NQ. Okay, right here. So you see, that's the news wick, and we got it on NQ, which is actually the better pair to trade on, and to do your analysis and all of that, and to follow, because M&Q follows MQ, or NQ, sorry. And the trade idea was pretty obvious. I also did not take, at that time I was looking at this bullish fair value gap and I was waiting to inverse, so maybe I can take a short. But I looking at it while I was watching it, I did not like how we closed. We pushed all the way down. We took actually this sell side liquidity, or made kind of like equal lows, and then the inverse was not that really good, and this was also not really obvious. Also, I tried to kind of implemented the strategy that I was talking about in previous videos of the 10 a.m. New York time 4-hour candle open, and it looked pretty good because we only pushed up and we were right here. And I like, to me, I can take this trade to where? To the open of the 4-hour candle to be the safest target, and then maybe I can target the low, right? But the thing is, I just did not like the RR. In my head, I was like, today is gonna be a low probability day, and I wasn't, to be honest, I was not trusting like really any setups today. Although I wanted to take a trade, but I didn't want to force one, and I ended up forcing a couple at the end of, or towards the late AM session, and I'll show you here the video. But to be honest, guys, all of this, what I'm talking about, was only on the funded accounts, right? I had, as you know, an evaluation account on Topstep that yesterday I lost $1,000 on. I gained, you can say half or a third of that today. With like really good patience. I took some good trades on it, and I just micro scalped my way to get that, right? And I got it up to $51,000, and I lifted it alone. Also, I want to mention that I had an MyFundedFutures account, evaluation account, and yesterday also I lost or blew the personal or the daily loss on it, which was, it's usually $1,200, but trade evade is a little bit delayed, so it caught up on negative $1,300, and it locked my account for the day, right? Today I was managed, and I was able to make it all back plus profit. So right now it's sitting at 50K and probably $200, right? The moral of the story is, and I'll show you what trades I took on my funded and why it is a plus $42. At the end of the day, I am ending my week green. It's just, it's not green. You can say it's a break even. So right here, from all of this week, from the 9th to the 13th, $71 in green. You can call it a break-even week for me, right? Broke some rules. Today was pretty emotional day for me, and I'll show you the trade recap that I've recorded here. And it's a bit emotional. It was a bit emotional. So it was around 11 a.m. my time, so I am an hour behind New York time, so New York time that would be 12, and I took that trade on both evals here, and it was pretty good play on this eval. I caught it from the top here on this inversion after manipulation up and distribution down, so it was accumulation here, or AMD, accumulation, manipulation up, distribution down. And as you can see, the price was pushing pretty nicely, but I honestly was a little bit greedy on my funded. I was trying to go for lower prices, and what I have marked here, those are the safe targets that I ignored, and I did not take it because I was a little bit focused on the money, which is it's a thing that I'm pretty sure a lot of us kind of deal with and struggle with, just looking at the money aspect when you are in a trade. Forget about the price reading of the actual chart after you get in the trade as well, and you kind of like get sidetracked by looking and focusing on the money. So I ended up staying in this trade, and I had the stop loss in profit because I was trading 4 accounts total funded, so I don't like to put risk on the table after we move a lot. And I was also doing it with 5 micros. This one hit, as you saw, because my target was here. On the funded, I was a bit greedy, and I was going for lower to make a lot of money on it, and just to be green on at the end of the week, right? But I ended up taking, I was going to try to take out off 3 here, 3 micros on that level, which is the beginning of a bullish fair value gap right before the 4-hour 10 a.m. candle open, right? Which is right here. But anyways, I got stopped out. So once you get stopped out and you know that the price went pretty far and then you didn't take partials or whatever, you start getting a bit emotional. So I went down to the 15 seconds, which I don't usually trade it or look at it or whatever, but I know that the price was trying to trade lower, so I tried to go to the 15 seconds to see if we maybe are holding any price up, and I marked this bullish fair value gap. I saw that we're keep pushing down, so I took another trade and I took another stab at it, and it was right. It was right. And we also lift equal lows here, so I was kind of pretty confident that we should take them out. And I was like kind of I was right. I was right, but time of the day is wrong. This is pretty late in the session, so I ended up staying in that trade because it honestly just like it took a lot of time to move, because I start like as soon as I entered, it pushed down a little, generating more sell side liquidity, and then it went in a consolidation cycle. And there where I will kind of fast forward here, and I was going to try to narrate or put my whatever I have in mind on the screen. So as you can see, a bullish SMT between this low and this low right here. So I was seeing a bullish SMT. I did not get out of the trade. I lifted, and I ended up like staying in the trade and holding and hoping that it goes down, because up here this is a PPR, and I know that this is like a deep retracement to the PPR, and I don't like how we inverse the 15-second bullish fair value gap to the downside, and then on the 30 seconds we had a bullish IFG here to the upside, going to the top to the retrace to the PPR, and then going down. I did not like how the price was delivering, and we had equal lows down here, plus a relative sell side liquidity next to it, and I just did not like the price in general. We kept leaving a lot of voids here and respecting them and reacting off of them. And here I'm gonna a little fast forward here. The price was still respecting that PPR, and it did respect the PPR, no body closure above it. So it wasn't technically holding and hoping, but I was saying that this is a bad time very late in the session, that I should not be trading this, and I put it in front of me so I can remind myself. But hoping here, because I don't want to close it in drawdown. Of course, when you get in a trade on a funded account, you don't want to close it at a drawdown. You just want to take the loss and let it stop you out. At least that's what I do, or give you your take profit, or at least to break even, you know. So what I wanted to see is a body closure below that level and disrespecting that void right here. So I'll move around here a little bit, and as you can see, the price is nasty, and that is why is the price nasty, and why did I still stay in the trade? I stayed in the trade because I was emotional that I let a lot of good plays to be missed, and I did not react on them. And I looked at the end of the day that I should have taken at least one, and I should have been green on the day and on the week, and I am not. So I wanted to take at least a small scalp or something, so it counts as a win. And that's the thoughts that I had. Of course, I got myself stuck in consolidation because it's very late in the session. I don't really trade that late in the session, and the price was acting pretty crappy, to be honest. I ended up looking at the price, and the price kind of pushed down here. I was getting frustrated. I eventually put it at break even, and it got my second target here, and I still did not take any partials. I left it running. I wanted to see lower prices because it was showing me intentional of lower prices to be traded. I did not take any partials. I put it at basically break even level, and I ended up getting out of this trade also at break even. And as you can see here, the price kind of gotten stuck in a really bad delivery, and it's really inefficient delivery, and it was breaking a lot of stuff. Once I got out of that trade break even, I saved myself and I protected myself, and I locked my account manually so I don't touch it anymore. And this is where I want to talk about how important and crucial this is, because one time you will do the right thing of manually locking your account, and then as soon as you lock your account, look at this beautiful delivery to the upside. And it all started with that 30 seconds inverse down here, or even the 1 minute was clear, right? And this is where your psychology will get messed up later down the road. If you think about that day and how you locked your account because you wanted to protect yourself, and the price ended up to be clearing up, trust me, the market will still be here. I'm still safe. I have a really good buffer. I'm still green. So as soon as you see this green for the day, you should be fine. Okay. And what you need to look at is how you protected yourself today. Yes, the price turned out to be good right after, as soon as you manually locked your account. But listen to me, like any other day, if you remember this day that it's technically a mistake that you made for protecting yourself and locking your account and preventing yourself from over trading or getting in any more trades, and if you specifically focus on this day and remember it every time you should be locking your account and you're not, you're gonna get destroyed every single time, because it happens. Like a good price action after locking your account will happen once every like 10 months, okay, or once in every 10 times. So really, I am proud of myself for sticking to my rules, although I kind of broke them and traded late nights and very late in the session, and putting all my 4 accounts, funded accounts, in risk into trying to make small scalps move. But at the end of the day, I tried my best. Once I recognized that this is really crappy price action, I should not be trading this anymore, and even the trade idea that I had, it was moving towards it, but it didn't give me that TP. Once I got out at break even, basically at both trade ideas, lock my account and leave. Don't look at the chart anymore, because it's not a good psychology and it's not good mentality to keep looking at it. And we're at the end of the week, so I've been there, guys, of blowing my account and then going to my weekend, going to my family, visit my family and talk and see friends, and in my head I am upset, I'm mad, I'm depressed. Why? Because I blew my account or whatever, or I lost, I'm red for the week. So just do yourself a favor, follow your rules, because I clearly need to follow my rules, and just stick with what the market gives you. If it gives you break even, take it and leave, because today was meant to be a low probability day. Yes, the market moved like $100 up, $100 down, $100 up, $100 down, but you didn't get anything. That's fine. The market will still be here Monday and next week. Totally fine. We'll do better next week, but I just need to leave it alone. And that's what I said to myself. That's why I locked my account. And that's basically it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and just let me know down in the comments below how your week was. I eventually ended my week break-even week for me. A bit sad, but it's okay. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.